Let me ask you something right from the top. What are you so afraid of? Is it the pain, the embarrassment, the rejection, the silence after you give it your all and the world doesn't clap? Is it the fear of failure? Well, let me say this to you now. Not as an actor, not as a public figure, but as a man who has been broken, humbled, healed, and raised up again by the grace of God. Failure is not your enemy. It's your teacher. It's your refiner. It's your elevator to the level you prayed for but weren't quite ready to live in yet. The quote says, fail. Fail again. Fail better. Now, you might hear that and think, what kind of advice is that? Sounds like giving up. Sounds like accepting defeat. But that's not what this is. This ain't a resignation letter, it's a battle cry. Because this life, this calling, this dream in your heart, it doesn't come delivered on a silver platter. It comes through fire, through pressure, through failure. You know why failure hurts so much? Because it matters to you. Because deep down, you know you were built for more. You know you carry greatness, even if you're scared to say it out loud. Let me tell you a little something from my own life. You think I got here without failure? Without rejection? Without rooms where they smiled to my face and laughed behind my back? Let me take you back. Before the awards. Before the cameras. I was a young black man in a system not designed to believe in me. I auditioned and got rejected. I showed up and got overlooked. I dreamed and got told no, again, and again, and again. But I failed forward. I failed loud. I failed with heart. And every time I hit the ground, I made a decision. Next time, I fail better. Because here's the truth. Most people won't tell you. Failure is not a sign that you're losing. It's a sign that you're trying. Some folks sit on the sidelines their whole life, judging those of us who are out here getting bruised. But they don't know what it's like to get up when your pride is shattered. They don't know what it's like to show up for another round when your confidence is leaking. You do. You've been knocked down. You've had doors closed in your face that were supposed to open. You've loved people who walked away. You've built things that fell apart. You've prayed prayers that didn't get answered the way you hoped. And yet you're still here. Let me tell you something. Failure is not falling down. Failure is staying down. So long as you get back up, you haven't failed, you've grown. And that's the beauty of it. You can fail and still win. You can lose a round and still become the champion. Because God doesn't promote perfection. He promotes persistence. Now, I don't want you to just hear my words. I want you to feel them in your bones. You've got a gift. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's in your hands. Maybe it's in your voice. Maybe it's in your mind. Maybe it's in your heart. But you've got something this world needs. And you cannot, I repeat, cannot let the fear of failure stop you from giving it. You know why most people never find their purpose? It's not because it's hidden. It's because they gave up looking after the first sign of failure. But see, purpose ain't something you stumble on accidentally. Purpose is something you uncover layer by layer. Each time you fail, fall, bleed, and rise again. Every setback is a step forward in disguise. Every delay is a reroute towards something greater. Every no is making space for a bigger yes that you don't see coming. Now, don't get me wrong. Failing ain't cute. It ain't comfortable. It can shake your faith, make you question if you're even supposed to be on this road. But lean in, because this is the part we forget. Failure is sacred. Yeah, I said sacred, because it exposes you, strips the ego, burns off the pride, and what's left is the real you, the warrior, the believer, the child of God who ain't afraid to crawl before he walks and walk before he runs. You don't grow on the mountain, you grow in the valley. That's where the soil's rich. That's where the roots go deep. That's where God meets you and says, let's build something that lasts this time. So fail. Fail boldly. Fail with grace. Fail with heart. But don't you dare give up. You want to do something meaningful in this world? Then you got to be willing to be misunderstood. You got to be willing to look like a fool, to walk alone, to be laughed at, to lose before you win. Because what's waiting on the other side of your failure is your strength, your clarity, your destiny. But you don't get there by playing it safe. You get there by failing, then failing again, then failing better, smarter, stronger, wiser. Some of you listening right now, you're on the edge. You're thinking about quitting. You've failed so many times, you've started calling yourself a failure. But let me break that lie off you right now. You are not your mistakes. You are not your detours. You are not the voice that says you'll never be enough. You are becoming. You are evolving. You are rising. You know what separates the greats from the rest? Not that they didn't fall, but that they refused to stay down. They failed better. They learned. They adjusted. They sharpened their vision. And eventually, they walked into their purpose. Scarred, but not shaken. Humbled, but not broken. So don't you quit. Not now. Not ever. Because someone out there is waiting for the version of you that's on the other side of this failure. And when you get there, when you rise again, you're going to look back and say, that failure, that wasn't the end. That was the beginning of everything God promised me. So stand up, wipe your tears, take a breath, and fail again. But this time, fail better, because you're closer than you think. And God's not done with you yet. If today's message touched something in you, don't stop here. Join God Bless You, our members-only space where inspiration runs deeper, lessons get real, and we grow stronger together. It's not just support, it's family, it's fire, it's faith. Hit that join button, and let's keep walking this journey side by side. God bless you, always. You've just finished listening to the show. To view other episodes, please click on the playlist icon currently displayed on the screen. Thank you.